Good morning, namaste and warm welcome dear students, guardians and all the viewers who have been watching us in Kalika SDTV, Facebook Live and from YouTube too. I am Prakash Subedi, your mathematics teacher. I have come with laws of indices mainly for standard 9. This is also useful for standard 7 to 10 as well. So, before I start today's lesson, I want to show you the slide what homework I had given you yesterday. Those who were absent yesterday, you can look at this slide and do it today as well. So, these were the questions that I gave you yesterday, and I want to thank all of the students who submitted the homework properly in Google Classroom. The code and classroom address is given there at the end of the homework. Thank you so much. One boy has done it very nicely, Pisarga Gimire, and many more students, those who have done it well and sent me in Google Classroom. So, today I want to go to next today's lesson. So please, let me see it in PIP please here. So, you can see these are the questions that we are going to discuss today. Laws of indices include lots of questions, among them few we are going to do today, some we have already done. So, let me do the first question, dear student, without delaying. The first question there is like this: x minus y a to the power x square minus y square into y minus z a to the power y square minus z square into z minus x a to the power z square minus x square. I am going to simplify this today. So, dear student, here which rule that we should use I have already told you. Let us see how to do this question solved. Here at first we need to remove the radical sign. So, this is a, the base of the number is a, and the power of it is x square minus y square, and we should divide it by this order of the sort x minus y into, now second sort, write the number inside a to the power, what is this, y square minus z square should be divided by, this power should be divided by order of the sort in order to remove the radical sign. Similarly, the last one, a to the power z square minus x square is there, should be divided by order of the sort z minus x, so that we can remove the sign, that radical sign. Now, so factorization is needed here as well, and let me explain you which rule, which law we have used here. So, we have been using this since last 3 days. A to the power m is equal to a to the power m over n. This is the fact used in this step to remove the sort radical sign. Next, x square minus y square is here. You can write it in the formula x minus y x plus y. This is the formula of a square minus b square that you have already learnt when you learnt about factorization. Similarly, here a square minus y square minus z square is there. It is y minus z y plus z. We are using formula of a square minus b square, that is equal to a minus b a plus b upon y minus z. Similarly, here this z square minus x square, using the formula a square minus b square, you will get a minus b, a means z, b means x, a minus b, then a plus b over z minus x. Now, dear student, x minus y, when divided by x minus y, it divides 1 times, we can cut them, it means y minus z divides y minus z, and we can cut them, it is y minus z divided by y minus z is equal to 1, you know. Then z minus x and z minus x, we can cut them. Okay. Then next step will be a to the power x plus y, a to the power, what is left here, y plus z, a to the power, what is left here, z plus x. In second step, we have done nothing except the use of formula of a square minus b square. X square minus b square, y square minus z square minus x square, they are in the form of a square minus b square. So, we used the formula a minus b, a plus b, a minus b, a plus b, a minus b, a plus b. Then we got the same factors. Okay. Now, you can see base is a again, and base is a again. So, let me write one common base, and we can add the power x plus y plus y plus z plus z minus x we cut. So, z plus x is left plus z plus x. Now, I hope you can write directly, no need to rearrange the like term. X and x become 2x plus y plus y, it becomes 2y plus z plus z, it is 2z. So, you can write it differently. If you can take 2 common, it becomes x plus y plus z, and this is the answer. Here I want to ask you a question. Let us see how many of you can guess the correct answer. Please, you guess what will be the result of this. Can you guess? Or let us say x plus y whole square. Can we write it like a x square plus 2xy plus y square? What are you thinking? Can we write it like this? Yeah, some of you might have been thinking yes, and some of you may be thinking no, it is not. Actually, this is not the answer of this. We cannot expand it this way. Here we need to use laws of indices. Here we have raised the power to a power. We have raised a power to a power. This is why we need to write a to the power. This power should be multiplied x plus y into 2, and then it becomes a to the power 2x plus 2y. This is important thing you should remember, because this is the place where students generally make a mistake. So, I hope you have understood this, and using this fact for this answer, you can also write it as a to the power x plus y plus z whole square. Okay, this way I have done this first question. Now, let us see, you can see in PIP or in the slide. Next question, let me show in this. Okay, PIP, you can see this second question, black colored, here you can see it is x to the power b over x to the power c 1 over bc cross x to the power c x to the power a to the power 1 over ca x to the power a x to the power b to the power 1 over ab. And here this is the place where I should remind you about cyclic order in mathematics. You know, mathematics, there is also beauty. You should follow beauty of mathematics. One step, let me tell you. If you multiply A and B, the result is A B. So, I request my dear student, when you multiply B and A, please write it A B, because we need to follow the order, cyclic order. This is not the rule, but this is the beauty of mathematics. Cyclic order should be managed. We write A cross B, B cross A, C into A, like this. Okay. So, here also you can see BC is written, CB is not written, CA is written. Look, CA is written, and there AB is written. AB, BC, CA is the proper cyclic order, and we normally follow the order to keep the beauty of mathematics. Okay. Now, look, here we have raised the power of the power. This 1 over B c should be shared by 1 over B c, this power should be shared by x to the power b and x to the power c. So, you can do it by two ways. At first, you can directly remove the bracket, that is also one method, but to do easily, it is good to share this power by all the terms, like b bracket 1 by B c. So, we have to remove the bracket and multiply these two power. Similarly, dear student, x to the power c is here, x to the power c is here, and this power 1 by B c is the raised power on x to the power c. So, these two powers should be multiplied. And next, similarly, I hope you can also follow the process, x to the power c whole to the power 1 by C A, this power of the power, these two powers should be multiplied, c into 1 by C A. Similarly, in the denominator, x to the power a into 1 by C A, and next term x to the power a into 1 by A B divided by x to the power b into 1 by A B. This way we need to multiply the powers. When we raise a power to a power, then both powers are multiplied, and in this step the fact we have used is, let me write here the fact that we have used in this step, a to the power m whole to the power n is equal to a to the power m n. This fact is used there. I think it is not seen clearly. A to the power m whole to the power n is a to the power m into n. So, this fact we have used, dear student, in this step, and now we can cut like x, this b and b, this c and c, this a and a, c and c, this a, this b, sorry, this b and this b. You know, since junior classes you have been learning this sort of problem. This b means b upon 1, and it means b upon 1 into 1 upon B c. So, numerator and denominator, we are cutting here b and b, it means here 1 b is dividing the other, it means here 1 b is dividing the other. So, just let me show you, b cross 1 by B c is there, it means b over 1 into 1 over B c. So, b and b we can cut, the result come 1 by c. Okay. So, you can see we have done like this, x to the power there is 1 by c over x to the power 1 by b into x to the power 1 by a over x to the power 1 by c into x to the power 1 by b over x to the power 1 by a. So, look, dear student, now what can we do? This is x to the power, okay. to make you know about the laws of indices. Without cutting also we can do. It can be written as x to the power 1 by c, x to the power 1 by a, x to the power 1 by b, x to the power 1 by b, x to the power 1 by c, x to the power 1 by a. Base is x, base is x, all bases are x. You know, actually if you write one single x, then we can operate the powers like this is x to the power 1 by c and x to the power 1 by c into x to the power 1 by a. So, these two powers should be added plus x to the power 1 by c base is x, x to the power 1 by a base is x, x to the power 1 by b base is x. Base is same and operation between the term is multiplication, and then according to the laws of indices we add the powers. So, let me add all three power like this. I have added upon here also x, base is same. So, let us add the power 1 by b plus 1 by c plus 1 by a. Are you understanding, dear student? I hope you have understood it well, and if any confusion you can pause and see time and again, so that it will be clear to you. Now, let us see, this base of the numerator is x, the base of the denominator is also x. So, let me write one single x, and this power, look, this 1 by b, it is positive, it goes up, it becomes negative, or simply we can manage the term and we can cut as well. Look, any method we can follow. Okay, let us, as I was saying, beauty of mathematics, let us manage the term once, 1 by a plus 1 by b plus 1 by c, 2 plus 3 5, 2 plus 3 plus 5 is 10, 3 plus 2 plus 5 is 10, 5 plus 3 plus 2 is 10. In case of addition, terms can be here and there, but the sum remains always same. So, using this property here 1 by a plus 1 by b plus 1 by c, I have just managed the term. To manage the beauty of mathematics, in the denominator you can see here also x to the power 1 by a plus x to the power 1 by b plus x to the power 1 by c. Same term, numerator and denominator, this is equal to one answer. So, dear student, you can copy this slowly, so that you will understand clearly. Okay, I hope the third question you have seen in the screen. Please copy that third question, dear student. The third question you have just seen, 1 over 1 plus x to the power a minus b plus x to the power c minus b plus 1 over 1 plus x to the power b minus c plus x to the power a minus c plus 1 over 1 plus x to the power c minus a plus x to the power b minus a. Okay. So, let me do this question. This is one of the important question. You know, this question we get in standard 10 as well, and in the book of CDC book of standard 9 also this question is given. In upper level also 11 as well, in business math or somewhere you can get similar question in indices. This is one of the most important question. I think it is a little dim looking in PIP. So, I am doing this question, you can see. Look, simple, dear student, no need to worry about the question, just to remember about the laws of indices. Now, here at first I am showing you one fact of laws of indices. X to the power a over x to the power b, we write it as x to the power a into x to the power minus b. X to the power b goes up, it becomes x to the power minus b, and finally, this is also x, this is also x. As bases are same, we write single base and then we add the power and it becomes a minus b. So, finally, what we got, dear student, x to the power a over x to the power b is equal to, we got x to the power a minus b. It means, just go to reverse process, it means you can conclude that x to the power a minus b is same as x to the power a over x to the power b. This is the major fact that we are going to use here in first step. So, look here, 1 plus here x to the power a minus b is here, I am writing direct x to the power a upon x to the power b plus x to the power c minus b is there, x to the power c upon x to the power b plus 1 over 1 plus x to the power b over x to the power c plus x to the power a over x to the power c plus, look, I have written a little directly, I will again explain, dear student. You may be confused because this is the major step. So, you should remember, if we get x to the power m over x to the power n, we can write it as x to the power m into x to the power n is in the denominator, and when this term x to the power n goes to the numerator, then we have to write it x to the power minus n. And finally, you know, base is x, both of the terms having the same base x. So, we add the power and it becomes x to the power m minus n. It means, x to the power m minus n is same as x to the power m upon x to the power n. Similarly, x to the power b minus c is same as x to the power b upon x to the power c. Following this fact, dear student, following this fact, x to the power a minus c means x to the power a upon x to the power c. Next, this one 1 over, this is 1 plus x to the power c minus a means x to the power c over x to the power a plus x to the power b minus a means x to the power b over x to the power a. Now, dear student, here you can take LCM, it is x to the power b. Now, 1 has nothing in the denominator. So, x to the power b into 1, it becomes x to the power b plus x to the power a into x to the power b. The concept of taking LCM, I hope you know. X to the power b, LCM is already there. Sorry, no need to multiply. Look, this one should be multiplied by x to the power b because it has 1 in the denominator, but whatever is there in the denominator, same here as LCM. So, no need to multiply x to the power a plus x to the power b is already there, LCM and denominator both are same. So, no need to multiply, just write x to the power c plus 1 over, let us see what comes LCM, x to the power c, x to the power c into 1, it is x to the power c plus this is x to the power b, no need to multiply, that is x to the power a plus 1 over LCM is x to the power a here, 1 upon 1 is there. So, we should multiply x to the power a and this one, it becomes x to the power a plus this is x to the power c plus this is x to the power b. We have taken LCM here. And now, one more thing, 1 over m, look, like this step we need to follow. Anyway, I will do here at first. Look, here main divider is this longer line, this main divider is this longer line, therefore, directly this x to the power b goes up, it becomes 1 into x to the power b, and in the denominator x to the power b plus x to the power a plus x to the power c plus x to the power c, it goes directly to multiply 1 and then x to the power c plus x to the power b plus x to the power a plus x to the power a directly goes up to multiply 1 upon x to the power a plus x to the power c plus x to the power b. As I was saying, okay, here which fact is used, dear student? A main divider b upon c is equal to a into c by b. It is because like here main divider is this one. So, a means a upon 1 whole upon b upon c, and finally, it becomes a upon 1 into c goes up c upon b. This fact we have already learnt in junior classes. So, I did not explain more than that. Now, x to the power b, let us manage the term. Beauty of mathematics I was saying before also, plus x into 1 x to the power c, beauty of mathematics x a plus x b plus x c, manage the term that way, x to the power a over x to the power a plus x to the power b plus x to the power c. Now, dear student, you can see all the denominators are same. This is why you can take x to the power a plus x to the power b plus x to the power c. You can take LCM. I am showing here because of less place. So, look, x to the power a, x to the power b, x to the power c, x to the power a, x to the power b, x to the power c, here as well same. So, we take x to the power a plus x to the power b plus x to the power c LCM. What is left here? X to the power b plus x to the power c plus x to the power a. Both are same. You can manage and cut, or simply you can write this is equal to one answer, or you can manage once the terms. So, this way I have done some questions here. So, now among these, please, this fourth question you can do by yourself and submit in that Google Classroom. So, this is what your homework for today. So, I hope my dear student, you will do these questions. These are the homework for you for today, and I have already given you Google www.classroom.google.com. This go there, and classroom code is 3AAZUU7. I hope you have understood what we have done today. Thank you so much for being with me. I will come next week Sunday morning, same time, same television. Till then, goodbye, namaste, stay safe.